Toronto also boasts one of the oldest police forces in the world. The first police officers, though, were amateurs. In the beginning, every fit man was required to put in a few nights on watch duty. The arrival of city status in 1834 brought the first official force.
A high constable was appointed, and 1 year later he was given the freedom to hire 5 more full-time constables and a small corps of part-time constables. And they more or less kept an eye over the city. What's really interesting, it wasn't until many years later, like the mid-1800s, where they actually instituted a night watch. So policing in those days usually ran from about 8 o'clock in the morning to about 2 o'clock in the morning. You would have a kind of paddy wagon or horse-drawn wagon in the early 1800s. The mechanized vehicles came into policing around 1910, 1913. We started to receive our first motorized paddy wagons. The uniforms were created to enhance visibility, and part of that visibility of the police, just like today, provided comfort for the citizens in knowing that there was someone around to look after their interests if they were needed.
The Police Museum recalls stories of legendary officers like Detective Adolphus Payne, who captured the infamous Boyd Gang by simple deduction.
I can recall stories in the 1930s and 40s of Toronto City Police accident investigators digging up clues about a fatal hit-and-run accident. And then they would go to the Government of Ontario offices where the vehicles were registered and manually go through tens of thousands of registration forms until they found the one that they needed for that particular car to solve the case.
Over the years, the Toronto Police also gained renown in another field.
The Metropolitan Toronto Police Hold-Up Squad was one of the finest ever created in policing. And the clearance rate of that squad, the success rate of that squad, was the envy of police jurisdictions around the world.
For more information, visit our website, ontopoftheworld.net.